So as we listen to all that shows up, from the good and the bad, we just feel the shoulders tuck under the back and the nice far corners rooting down to the mat. The lower back relaxes, the hips try to do the same, rooting out nice and wide, soften the body. Close those eyes and just take a couple of good breaths again and just be. As we hear the communication coming from our body, we try our best to just hear the words without adding judgment or anything more. Add a little movement, wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Maybe add a little more to that breath. Let's wake ourselves up. Place that left hand up onto your heart, the right up onto your belly, and then again, a relaxing of the shoulders. A deep breath. Bring those arms wide out to your T as you bring your feet up onto your mat. Maybe even lengthening the lower back a little bit more. Relax the shoulders, of course. Draw your feet about as wide as the mat. Let those knees come together for center. Again, just another breath as you loosen up and lower through that low back area. And then just a little movement as you're ready. Draw your knees side to side. Feel it moving and shifting throughout the back, creating a nice, good relax and separation from our hips and our lower back. Remember, don't worry about how far you go. Don't worry about how fast you're going. Just be present for all that you're going to feel as you move. Now, as you're ready, come back to your center. Just the knees come together, those arms up, reach to the sky, pause here. Feel the shoulders go back down. So you're, again, grounding the outer edges of your shoulders to the mat. Then we're just going to let one arm stretch higher than the other and feel the shoulder coming away from your center. And then let that arm drop down and the other arm will then go up. It's like you're climbing a rope. Let your legs move as they might want to. Don't worry about that. Just concentrate on feeling the shoulder away from the back here. Now, as you get back to your center, whenever that's available, just open the arm and think of breathing into that center. So let's take a nice and deep breath right into our heart. And then let the arms relax. Let's bring them all the way down to our side. Our shoulders tucked under again, rooting in. Now slide the arms so that they try to touch right at the side of your body, your hips there. And then open your knees. Start to walk your feet in and up. See about getting them close towards your middle fingers there. Now, if your heels touch your bum before you get to your hands, then take your feet just a tiny step away from your hips. We're going to ground our feet nice and equal. So we're going to feel, even though we're not really pressing from our toes, they're down on the ground. So when you're ready, relax the shoulders again, a little tuck of the ribs. So don't worry about the belly, just lightly draw yours down. That way then as we go to lift up our hips, we'll then come up a little more connected. Let your belly relax now. From there, let's roll one shoulder after the other underneath the back. Feeling the neck flattening down to the mat. Let's pause here, deep breath. So we can feel the thighs activating, holding our knees in alignment with our heels. We can feel our tush squeeze, hold our hips up nice and high. Let's go a little further. Tuck your shoulders a little more. But remember, as they go in, they also go down away from those ears. If it feels available, lace your fingers together. Tuck again a little bit more into the shoulders. Push up through the hips. Squeezing the tush, not the belly. Press down with those arms. Press in at the knuckle of your big toe. And then nice and slow, let's lower. The shoulders come out as we feel ready. The hips melt down. As they get relaxed there, let's bring one knee at a time up. Don't squeeze, just bring it into the chest. Just a gentle relax on the back here. Deep breath. Bridge is one of those poses that we really do suggest doing daily, because not only is it good for connecting our center, our core line, so all the way down the center of our body, but it's a great way of strengthening the lower portion of the body, which helps to relax the upper body. So now we're going to grab our block for the next visit through. So when you find your blocks, place one of the blocks just below your knees. So well before the groin, but just below the knee. You're not pushing with the knee, the nut bones there. So as we grab onto that block with our thighs, bring your arms down up, relax your shoulders, slide your heels up. Encouraging your feet to be flat. If you're not sure, why not take a look? Check. Are they nice and straight? Then again, we just relax the shoulders, palms go down, squeeze your block and lift your bum. Pause when you feel up, then start to tuck your shoulders. Remember, tuck and drop those shoulders, flattening out the back of the neck. Squeeze into the tush in that block, lift the hips a little higher. Let's see, do we have it in us to go a little further with those arms? Maybe lacing. Never worry if you don't want to lace your fingers for whatever reason. Again, squeeze that block, lift those hips, push down with arms. Breathe, squeeze, press, lengthen. Let that belly be free. Head nice and slow. Hips go down, arms start to come apart. Lowering. And again, remove the block to the side. Give the legs a little bit of that sway there, loosening up the lower back before we again, one knee at a time to the chest. Just a nice little relax there. Try not to go too much. Don't squeeze. Just simply breathe, add a little movement. Making sure, again, the shoulders feel open and relaxed here. Let's open up the knees now. Sliding on the inside, reaching at the outside of your feet. Bring your shoulders back down towards the mat. So it's the foundation you want to always start with. So you ground the outer edge of shoulders again, and down through that tailbone, we tuck the knees in, and then maybe think about drawing the heels up. Remember, try to use muscles in your arms. Feel like you need that pull down. Try not to let it just pull from shoulders and just press straight back. So bend your elbows, release the shoulders so the collarbones wide, and then feel that press down if you're looking for that extra this morning. So we take another breath, a little wiggle, maybe a little sway, feeling how it's communicating, how's it working with us. Now, my favorite variation of this pose is actually a variation I do with just kids, but I brought it into my adult practice because I love it probably as much as I do. So we're ready. Let your heels melt back down onto your hips, still holding our feet. We call it sleepy babies where we're starting. Now from there, just take one leg and start to kick it up, and then kick it out to that angle, that V, and let your leg flop over to that side so that foot almost comes down to mat. Then that heel pulls in, the other leg goes straight, and flop over, bringing that toe towards the ground. In kids yoga, it's swamp monsters. So we're going to just flopping around, kicking the heels out. Of course, we're feeling quite a bit on the inner thigh, the hamstrings, find that movement, kick it out, when you're fully straight. Maybe as that leg does go straight, slide your hand down the shin to hold, and just grab your foot again. When you're ready, you're just gonna melt back in that center. No worries here. Totally carefree. After a happy baby, it always feels nice. Let those feet go. Bring them down to your mat. Put those arms do the same. Just relax them down on the mat. You're just gonna breathe and neck and out of those legs. Let's go even further. Lengthen the legs long. Feel those hip flexors. Neutral space. Deep breath. Just relax. Bring your legs together. Bring your arms up. Don't want to be together. And just bring those arms back. As far as it feels good, as you stretch out, reach for those toes, stretch out those fingers. And then relax. Arms come down, bring feet up. And then as you're ready, pull yourself over to the side. Wait for your inhale to bring yourself up in towards your seat. From there, we're going to go right around into our table position. So tucking those legs back, rooting those hands down, and as always, just good movement, loosening everything up. Make sure you get that foundation, of course, with the hands spread out, those elbows turned in, relax your shoulders, grounding your knees just from those hips, a deep breath as you look forward. Then using that exhale, tuck in, look in towards that belly. Try to focus on bring that mid back, almost closer to the lumbar, to the step, and follow through. Feel the shoulders go away from your ears as you come through. Keeping them away as we tuck back in and round, refocusing on getting that lower belly up and through again. Thinking of each vertebra moving on its own, finding its own space, rounding through. Really connecting to the rhythm of your body, your breath today. Some people notice you really kind of go through this sequence really quickly. And then other times you're a little slower, there's pauses happening, and you just go with it. Now, as you're flowing way through, we're going to pause into our neutral bow. No rushing to get there. Simply find your way there and then pause. So it's very much showing. Curl your toes. When you're ready, you're going to grab, walk again. We're going to place it just like before, just above our knees, in between legs, and then picking up to sit on top of knees. Once you're there, squeeze the block so that you push your hips forward. And that way then we can remember to keep a little bit of that butt tuck over here. As we ground down, roll the shoulders back, open up. And then we're going to start nice control. So let's bring our hands onto our bum. Squeeze those elbows in. Now squeeze onto that block as you push your hips forward. And then we're going to keep doing that. So squeeze into the block, push the hips forward, squeeze into the tush, squeeze your elbows back. Lengthening up, lifting up through chest, pushing forward to that center line. Squeeze your elbows back, squeeze. Basically, we're doing a bridge, we're standing. Lift up from that, squeeze into that block. And if it feels okay through your knees, sit back from your block. Of course, nice little fasciitis while we relax there. Grounding in. When you're ready, come forward again. Roll up the toes, Relax out through the shoulders again. We're going to take it just a little bit further as we connect to curl your toes again. Push yourself forward, up, pretend like you have your walk. Push forward, relax the shoulders down. So we feel that same connection we had before, but no walk. Unless you have to use it, of course. So just feel the squeeze. Squeeze the touch. Bringing our hands back onto the bum. Squeeze your elbows in. Now just slide your hand right in between your butt cheeks and bring that arm forward. Now let's see if we can go back into that camel again. Pushing those hips forward and giving ourselves a little more of that reach with the arm. The hand on the bum. Can we feel how those hips are moving forward? Let's try. Squeeze into the push, reach high, then nice and slow it back. Let the arms roll it out, relax. But right away, we're going to go to that other side. Come up again, squeeze the touch. Bringing our right hand in between the butt cheeks, squeeze your arms back. Inhale, lengthen. Can we lengthen equal? And then guide back. Bring that left hip forward just a little bit more so that it's not coming back with your arm. So we go forward. And then up taller. And sit back again. Now, quite often when we experience back pain in this pose, in this space, it's because we've got to keep our bones together and our forward press and length. So we're going to ground it here. Relax through the shoulders. And then let's set it up. So inhale, stretch up both sides. Push your hips just like you have your walk. Relax those shoulders, bring them into the heart. The shoulders relax down. When you're ready, lift forward. Push those hips through the chest. Let's see, sweeping one arm back. Lean back for your heel. Bring that hand forward. Try the other one. Lean back for your heel. Draw it forward. Try both. Lean back for your heels. Draw forward to belly. Lean back towards your heels. Pause. Think of roll shoulders like you did in bridge. Then push your hips forward just like you did in bridge. Feel the shoulders drawing down. Squeeze your toes. Push your hips forward. Lengthen. So just like before, squeeze into the toes. Press the hips forward. Roll shoulders back. And then think of reach up from the head, look forward. When you're ready, bring your arms forward, bring them into your chest, sit back. Deep breath. Scoot forward again. So just like before, relax out your feet a little bit. Shake out the hips a little bit. What do we feel after that nice camel series? As we open up our heart and we lengthen our backs, we add energy to our bodies. So we connect with a new opening. Come to your center. Let's just take a little break. Let's bring our arms about as wide as your mouth. Bring your toes together. As you're ready, sit back, lengthen the arms forward a touch, and relax the head down onto the mat. Maybe the arms feel better tucked inside you today. Great option. Take a good breath. And again, trying our best to soften and just be. Lightly guide the body in, or the belly in. Then from there, let's throw the body forward. As you come forward, round your hands, shoulder width apart. Just those good reminders, knuckles at the point pushes, where your elbows come in towards your thumbs, not over your fingers. inward. That in our wrists are safe as we curl toes, lift those hips. Oh, and the best part of down dog, that full body connection. Stretch it out. Feel those shoulders trying to relax. Let them go down your back. Move your head, a gentle sway, kind of bring your cheek to the inside of the arms. The head is falling under, kind of towards your hips. Then you know that you've let your chest up, putting way too much pressure on your shoulders. Back to that center. As you are ready here, we're going to take a nice good walk up to the top of our mat. Of course, lead that forward fold when you're ready, grounding down through the head. Shifting our weight just a little more toward the heels, maybe even pushing our toes from ground. Come up halfway. Pull that belly button in, squeeze those shoulders onto your back. Push through those hips as you lower. Act with a big stretch. Bend into the knees. Let's go up. In, stretch to the side. Tall. And bring those hands in. So we want that same connection that we feel with that walk between our thighs as we do when we're standing here. That's sometimes a good practice to start with. By when you're into Tadasana, your mountain pose, you have your blocks there. And it just reminds of that inner thigh kind of press through. Bringing our belly together, let's stretch up, inhale. Try to feel yourself rooting just as much as you're rising. Bend to the knees, push back into those heels, let's hold. Lowering the head down, let it go all the way. Then halfway up, push out of those hips, reach. When you're ready, bend into your knees again, grounding your hands. We're just going to slide our left leg to the back mat. Once you're ready, turn your heel down. Yep, so that the toes pointing straight over to the side. Bringing your hands onto that right knee, push up. Once you're up, turn those hips nice and centered. So our left foot is pointing away, and our right foot pointing towards the top of our mat. So turn your hips in. So making sure the hips aren't back, we turn in and reach those arms out nice and wide. Lengthen. Excuse me. So we're going to do a nice side stretch here, making sure it's not about our inner thigh today. So I want you to really focus on that side. So with our arms long, we're just going to see about bringing our shoulder in front of our head. So we're going to look at our front finger, and then with the right arm, reach forward. Can you feel how your left went back? Not your right hip. Your right hip stayed forward. Then from there, lower that right arm down. Keep pushing it forward and bring that left arm up. Again, push that hip under, bringing our left hip back. Now from here, just take left arm and bring it over top of the ear a little bit. Just to promote just a little more of that side. Bend your front knee and press up. Center. Relax those arms. Maybe roll out the shoulders. We're going to grab our block. So when you're ready, grab a look at your block. Place it on the outside of your ankle. Not foot, your ankle. So back just a little bit. Then again, tuck our hips. So we're going to constantly feel that right hip coming forward. So with that, squeeze in, tuck the tailbone, just like the other blocks. Bring those arms nice and wide. Relax the shoulder down your back. So feel the hip, stay where it is. Just the torso comes forward. Now keep pushing that right hip forward as we lower. Maybe it's just a finger to get to your block. Don't worry, lengthen up. Push the outer edge of your right foot down to the mat. Breath, deep breath. Pull those ribs in. Pushing the outer edges, pull those feet grounding down. Bend into your front knee again. Let's hinge back up. Excellent. Let's relax into the arms. Feel it in your legs. When you're ready, we're going back towards the top of your mat. Just turn your feet. Turn to the center as your block out of your way. Let's bring that back foot forward. You might use your block. Nice, good. Shake out, loosen up. When you're ready, your weight nice and equal to your feet. Let's fold. Dropping the head down. Loosen the shoulders. With your inhale, set up halfway. So a little more active. Push your heels, tuck through your belly. Keep that sensation. Let's hold and grounding down. Halfway. This time, bend your knees, grounding the hands. That way you can slide right leg back a little easier. Turn the heel down. Maybe even using that one up. Now, as you're up, take a deep breath from there. Double check. One other alignment can help to support us is make sure your heel goes to your ankle of your foot. With that alignment, it just makes it a touch easier. Yeah, since it's easier to just turn around on your mat. So once you have that in, wear our hips with our shoulders. So we're going to tuck. Feel that squeeze, bringing our hips forward. Bring those arms up nice and wide. Looking forward. Breathe. Relax those shoulders. So those hips are pressing through, and we're going to keep them right where they are as we reach over that left leg. Let that arm go down. And as you do, straighten that right arm up. Reach. Drop the shoulders. Push that under. Pull those ribs in. Stretch. Strengthen. Bend in your knee. Hinge it up. Nice. Relax. Let's grab our block. Be careful when you grab your blocks. And quite often, that's when people hurt themselves in yoga. It's like do something like grabbing blocks in a weird manner. So at the ankle, hips are tucked, legs are strong, reaching the arms just the same. That's strong. So we're grounding to the outer edges of our feet. Our hips are under. Let's shift forward. Let that arm drop down. See about your blocks. One side's always a little harder than the other. Keep reaching out. Again, pressing to the outer edges of our feet. Ribs are in. Hips are stacking. Shoulders are stacking. Lengthening that top arm a little more. Bend your knee. Nice and easy. Come on up. Relax those arms. When you're ready, go into the top of our mat. So turn the feet, bringing that back toe heel up rather. Bring your block forward if you'd like. Whatever makes it easier, bring your foot again. Shake it out a little. With our feet rounded from our hips, bend to the knees. Inhale, stretching all the way up. Where's that imaginary block? Exhale, fold it down. Pushing our way to our heels, a little longer out of those hamstrings. Halfway as you're ready. Push out. Bend into those knees, grounding your hands. Let's go through our flow. Walk your feet back, finding your plank, and pause. Elbows are turned in. Glue your knees together down to your mat. Glue your heels together. Squeeze your shoulders lower. So everything stays squeezed. Those heels, those bumps, those shoulders, roll cobra. And lower. Everything's still squeezing as we rise up and right back to that downward dog. Connect there. Such a great pose. Breathe. When you are ready, we're going to push forward and then bring our knees down to the mat. Once you're down to the mat, we're going to lower down to the elbows. Now you're going to reach across for the opposite elbow and encourage yourself to just get the fingers kind of wrapped around the edge there. Not to give us pretty much a shoulder width apart with our elbows. That way then we can bring our hands back together, lace the fingers, Make sure you push for your wrists, not just your elbows. So wrists all the way, forearms. Tuck your belly. Bringing one leg back straight. Keep your shoulders above those elbows. And other leg to do the same. Tuck your tailbone. You choose to have knees down. Correct. Tuck your tailbone. They're both planks. Take another breath here. Shoulders away from ears. When you are ready, you're going to drop your left knee. Yep, just bring your left knee back. Then we're going to turn our weight over to the left, bringing our right arm up to the sky. This knee on the mat is going to help to hold our hips up so that we're in a nice supported forward plank. If you want, take your bottom leg straight, lifting that knee off the mat as well. You choose. Remember that imaginary block on those thighs? Can you still do that? Bring that right arm down. Center. Shoulders are relaxed. Double check. Is your elbow on your shoulder? Breathe. Pull your hips in. Squeeze those thighs like you got to walk again. Lower your right knee. The foot drops to the side just a little bit. You roll over. Reaching up. So we can't let our hips sag. Pull out of those legs. Length out of those hips. Reaching from our body. Try to find your ears on the ceiling there. Make sure not behind you. If you want that extra, go kicking out right straight. Where's those blocks in between your thighs? Squeezing, imagining. Make sure you're breathing. And again, center. Once you're there, lower. All the way down. And take a big deep breath. Just notice. Bringing those hands in under the shoulders. Squeeze your elbows in, knees lift up, and draw back. Let the arms relax as they feel best to. Take another deep breath here. From here, we're going to shift forward and back to our belly one more time. So remember, make it easy. Maybe bring your knees in, squeeze your elbows, and lower with control. You want your feet to be hip distance apart, so just lift one leg, stretch your toes, and then lower, rooting those feet. About hip distance apart, press those toes towards the mat. When you're ready, slide hands up beside your cheeks. Spread your fingers as always. Now, as we want to lengthen our back, we're going to very lightly guide our belly in. And then with your inhale, start to lift the chest up. See about tucking the elbows under. See about having them straight from the shoulders and then those hands out. Press again through the feet, chest forward, shoulders back. If you feel pinch in your back, then know you maybe came out uneven. See about lowering down. Tucking in a little, lengthening up elbows, shoulders back, chest forward. Breathe. Lengthen out of those legs still. Make sure they head on laxy-daisy, so that way then as they push up, again, we will find extension, not pinching. Hearts forward, shoulders back, proud. out strong. Thanks. Push into the hands just enough to lift those out. Let the body start to lower forward. Again, hands like a sandwich to the forehead. Maybe a soft sway of the hips for a moment. Oh, nice, good breath. With the next breath, lift the head just enough to put those arms down by your side. And cup the breast line with the thumbs so you kind of sit in there, squeeze the elbows, and drawing up. Once you're up, cross your feet, sweep them up the side, whatever is easy, get back to the bum. That way then we can step halfway onto our mat. And then from there, we lower back. Now, how you got here, great. Once you're down onto your back, take a moment, draw your up and down. Lengthen. Feel the shoulders down, the lumbar down. Feel that opening. Let the palms widen, let the chest. Nice breath. Feel that through the body. Let there be a wave of release here. And then just a little more. Send the legs up long. Relax, let it go. Feel the body releasing. Exhale it all away. Take a gentle breath and wiggle your nose, the fingers and the toes. Nothing more. Feel how things have shifted. I'm present for that shift. So when you're ready to wake up a little more, draw an arm side the ear and guide up there. Again, another moment, take a breath. Just be. So that when you decide into your seat, left it all behind and just waking up fresh and new. Bringing your hands onto your legs, feeling the grounding energy and body. Although our faces may be covered these days, a smile can still go a long way. But we don't know what others are going through. And kindness and compassion is always our way. So as you bring your hands to your heart, remember that kindness and compassion is for you just the same. Thank you for sharing.